Hi, my name is Lorraine Kamisha, and I've had a cleaning service clean my house at least every other week for the past 10 years. Yes, even during the pandemic. So for me, having a cleaning service or even having a nanny or whatever help you can get as a mother is not about being lazy. It's about working strategically, okay? Because at the end of the day, if you're a mom, okay, whether you're single, whether you're a stay-at-home mom, married, what have you, at the end of the day, them are your kids, okay? My mama always told me when you had kids, them are your kids, meaning at any point in time, you could be responsible for taking care of those kids by yourself. When I hired my first cleaner 10 years ago, I was in pharmacy school and I was going into rotations, which basically is me working full time as a student with no pay, okay, so that I can get the experience I needed to be a pharmacist. Well, your girl is a bit neurospicy, okay, and on top of that, I also have anxiety. So when things get hectic or I get stressed out, one of the things that calms me down is actually cleaning. So before I could study for my tests or study for my rotations, I would want to come and clean the entire house just so my mind could focus on my schoolwork. Knowing this about myself, I hired a cleaning service so that I wouldn't fail out of pharmacy school, because if I failed, then I was going to have all these student loans and 2 kids to care for with no money. I would have been broke. So I hired a cleaning service, and at the time, could I afford it? Not as much, okay. But I moved some things around. I stopped getting my nails done. I stopped getting my hair professionally done. I didn't buy any clothing or any, new makeup. I have a perfume fetish now, but back then, honey, I was doing good to have Bath and Body Works. Just moved around a lot of things and reprioritized a lot of things so that I could afford the help that I needed so that I could get out of school and provide a better life for my kids. So I ended up having to buy back my time by paying for a cleaner so that I could use my time on things that was going to bring in income. Okay. That's how men are able to surpass a lot of us in the workforce and in earning money and in buying property and stuff like that, because you're doing all the busy work so that all of his energy and all of his work and all of his focus is on things that generate money. All right. But when you don't have a partner, whether that be you're single, or some of us don't have partners because they're married single women or because they're in an abusive relationship or whatever, okay, you're going to have to buy some of your time back so that you can earn more income. That's just the way it is. So that's my story of how I ended up using a cleaning service and a little bit of the strategy behind it. Like I said, I just did without some things, and I realized that I was privileged enough to be able to do without some things. But it was like a do or die type of thing. Like either you make the money and the time for that, or you probably end up doing some things that you don't want to do to take care of your kids.